Hi, I'm Steve Shelburne, owner and operator of Shelburne RV, here in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. Well, good morning from Shelburne RV. We'll get our Monday started today. We've got an air conditioner on this Dutch Star we got to do, and then there's a little Chaparral fifth wheel over here that's got a bad cooling unit. This week's going to be a little bit of a short week for Jen and I. We're going to be traveling tomorrow up to Wichita, Kansas to the Air Excel plant where they build all the Coleman basement airs and rooftop air conditioners. So a little excited about that. Been trying to do that now for about 3 years, I guess. The pandemic kind of put the X-nay on that. So finally got permission to come up there and go tour the plant. So we're going to be off tomorrow. Be up there all week touring that. So that's going to be pretty neat. Of course, the guys have plenty to do here while I'm gone. So we'll highlight some of the stuff they've got going on while we're gone doing that. So good times. Let's go check out a few things. Got another bad slide floor on a Coleman bumper pull that we're going to pull out and redo the floor on. So cousin Gary out here working on a little Coachman Chaparral. Came in with a refrigerator issue, and we got to checking this refrigerator out, and guess what? The magical dust has come out of it. So this one will need a new cooling unit, so we're going to get to working on that. But I'm going to take you over here and show you this Winnebago Itasca that just came in that Mr. Lewis is working on over here, and the customer stated that the basement air is making some noise. So we're going to dive into this now and see what we got going on. Probably got some issue, thinks there's an issue with the outdoor fan. But we're going to start looking, make sure, and look what we got here. Capacitor cap is blowed off. So we're going to start with doing some capacitor checkouts and doing that. Obviously that's a problem, so we're going to start there. So let's jump in. Okay, so Lewis and I got to looking at this basement air we got going on here. And obviously you saw where the capacitor had gone nuclear in here. But we got it running. Now some of the wiring was kind of wrong for what I liked. So we did find out we did have a bad contactor, but even after putting the contactor in, we weren't getting any compressors on line 2. So no line 2 compressor. So we went ahead and changed the board and updated the board, because again, this is the original board that was in there. And so now we've got all that under control. It's working correctly. Now hear that noise? That fan motor every once in a while gets to making that noise, and it'll calm down here in a second and start acting right. But good possibility that fan's got a problem now. Okay, so the next video we're going to do, we're working on about a 2000 Dutch Star that has the Dometic 5-button thermostat. Now the Dometic 5-button thermostat was a great thermostat. Obviously set up to run multiple zones, zone 1 here and zone 2 in the back. The 5-button thermostat went away several years ago for Dometic's CCC2 or 10-button thermostat, or as I like to call the blue light special. And so this unit here actually came in for a bad front air conditioner. Now I like my Coleman, so I'm going to put a Coleman on here. The challenge with the Coleman is, how do you get the Coleman to work with the Dometic 5-button thermostat? The other challenge in this unit is that as I'm walking through here, you don't see any lower assemblies in the ceiling, which means this air unit is actually bolted to the roof of the RV, which a lot of times is a very bad deal. One, there's no way to pull the unit tight to make sure it's pulled tight on the ceiling. So there's obviously some challenges involved when it comes to putting the new unit up there, and then, you know, obviously making sure that it's not going to leak water in the coach when it rains. So we're going to work a little bit on resolving that issue. Typically, and I don't glue air conditioners down, but I have found that that's the only way I can do that, to keep that sealed, to keep the water from coming out. Because the tighter you pull the bolts, sometimes it'll just strip the bolts out, and then, you know, you just got a bigger hole in the roof. So you got to be very careful with that. So we're going to go through and get the old existing air unit pulled off. We're going to extract the control board that the 5-button thermostat talks to, and then we're going to remount that in another box and then mount it in our new Coleman. And then we'll get it all glued up and put up there and reinstalled, and then we'll retest. So let's go do that now. Okay, so we've got the air conditioner off on this Dutch Star. Now here's the problem we run into. This is obviously an older style discharged air conditioner, and so the original air conditioner was on here was a Brisk Air 1. The Brisk Air 2 has the discharge in the center, just like the Coleman. So the problem is, Dometic does make an air conditioner, their industrial version, that does have the off-center discharge. That's just not going to work for us because obviously we want to use the Coleman Mach 15. So basically what we've got to do is we've got to come in here on the air conditioner. We've got to add a gasket right here to obviously separate the discharge from the return. And then because this is sagging, you can see how this is sagging a little bit. I'm actually going to have the boys, because there's a metal bar here and a metal bar there, I'm actually going to have the boys come in here and put a piece of wood to strengthen this right here, and then we're going to cut this out right here to open up the return, and then we're going to build a piece of wood across this to separate the return from the discharge, and then we're going to block this off, but we're going to open it up so when it discharges the air, it goes into the return. So a little bit of a trick to do that, to get that done the right way, but again, got to remember this is 20-year-old technology, so we're going to try to update this with a more modern air conditioner with a more modern discharge. Okay, so now that they've got all the baffling changed out and they've got the return and the discharge opened up, and now that we got the gasket on the air conditioner, we'll go in here and we're going to make sure to put a bunch of sealant on there, because again, remember, this roof will only pull down so tight. So we've got to pull it down tight, but we can't have anything leaking in right there. So we're going to put a bunch of sealant around that, and then we're going to glue this down, and we'll show you more here in a second. Working on a 2022 Lacrosse by Prime Time. Got the Seal Tech machine on that. Look at that. That's one of the worst ones I have ever seen. This is a brand new camper. It is absolutely, so as you're driving down the road, that rain's going right up inside that thing. That is crazy. Wow. All right, well, good morning from Wichita, Kansas. Say hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
So we're here at the Air Excel RV Products division of Coleman Mach products, and we got an appointment here today to meet with these folks and go through and tour their manufacturing plant. So I don't know how much video they're gonna let me take on the inside here. Sometimes that stuff's kind of iffy. We'll get what we can, and then we'll talk about it and go on. So come on, let's go check it out. All right, so Jen and I just got done touring the Coleman Air Excel plant. Very awesome to see what they do here, guys. Build the best quality air conditioners on the market. I want to say thanks to Miss Sandy, the VP, for giving us the tour out here today. Mr. Eric Botts for letting us walk around. Now, I would love to take you in and show you all this stuff, because it is amazing what they've done. I mean, it's just neat to see all the parts stamped out, see everything put together. Obviously, a little bit sensitive on some of the equipment they got in there, so don't want to let that secret out just yet. But was just quite amazing to see everything being done here and all the parts that they put together. So sorry, didn't take you on the tour for that, but you can take my word for it. It was an awesome product. So again, thanks to Air Excel. for letting us come in and tour the place and see what was going on. We really appreciate that. Again, we very big fan of your products and all the products that you make. So we want to say thank you again for that. So we'll be heading back to Chattanooga now. See you there. All right, well, that finishes Jan and I up for this week here at Shelburne RV. Thanks for tagging along with us. Again, I wish I could have got some more video of the inside of the plant there at Coleman, but you know, can't blame them for trying to protect their investment. They make a great product, and hey, I'm okay with that. So shout out to them again for letting us come out and tour the plant. Thank everybody there at Coleman Excel there in Wichita, Kansas for being so gracious and letting us come in and tour the facility. And a shout out to all the hard workers and the employees they've got working there that, again, I feel are building one of the best products on the market. So till next week, thanks for watching.